Good morning, world. Let me show you a day in the life of a beginner solo car camper as I am straight chilling in my car after just waking up. Okay, here's what I do first thing in the morning. I wake up feeling more freedom than most people. And then I proceed to take down my window blockers. All of the lights. This one too. Oh. Yeah. Afterwards, I reply to comments on my videos and check all my social media stuff, all while flexing my pectoralis muscles. The custodian just left the bathroom, which means I get to take a shit on one of the cleanest toilets known to mankind right now. Like any good Homo sapien, I'm gonna start off the day with breakfast. So first off, we're gonna take a piece of bread, put a piece of bread on the other side, and then put a tiny piece of bread on the inside. And we have a bread sandwich. But in all reality, I'm just not feeling that hungry at the moment. I'll eat a little bit more later on. Look at this wonderful view of this spectacular lake. I'm also carrying 4 crash pads at once. Also, I guess I should mention that the reason why I'm car camping in the first place is because I'm here to climb stuff. Okay, so this is Tunder Tighs. It's a V7. And let me just quickly break it down so y'all understand real quick. First off, you're gonna start with your left hand on this horny hold. This is the starting hold. As you can see, it's kind of a horn and it's pretty good, honestly. You get a nice crimp and a good thumb. Right hand on this pinchy crimp. The right hand start hold right here has a good enough crimp. It's about 15 millimeters, and you can activate the thumb down here with a nice pinch like this. From here, very essential, here's my beta. You gotta use the heel hook over here, moving the heel as close as you can to the edge. It's important for later, right there. However, you don't want a heel hook all the way over here. You want a heel hook as close as you can to the edge right here. And in doing so, that's gonna give you a little bit more reach for the next couple moves. So not all the way over here, which is the best, but more closer over here, which is worse, but you get a little bit more reach. From here, you're gonna bump left hand into this slopey sloper, one would say. Not that great right here. As you can see, yes, while you can get at least 3 pads on, it is really sloped in the angle, so it's not that great. And then you're gonna bump one more time onto this really textured sloper. Really tears up the skin. Can you see what I'm talking about? All these little ridges right here creates the texture for this sloper right here, which kind of bites at your skin a little bit. It's not that great. And then, believe it or not, you're gonna bump one more time to this total sloper jug right here. This super juggy sloper, while yes, it is very juggy, it is still slope, so it's not entirely the best thing in the world. But again, this right here is really good, and you could even activate a little bit of a thumb catch right here, which does make it feel better. From here, you're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna pop it beneath this undercling, because you're gonna cut feet. Right here is where the undercling is, and it is really good and deep. As you can see, you can get all your pads in. It's really big, and you could also get a thumb catch right here, which makes it much better to hold. What a nice undercling. Once you cut feet, you're gonna control the swing. Then you're gonna hook your right hand up to this good hold right here. We got this blocky hold, which you can go here or here. I like to go here first because the left hand's gonna come right here afterwards, and it's really good. With your right hand here, your left hand on the sloper, you're gonna throw up a heel hook over here. Once the heel hook is there, match your hands, bump the right hand into the coolest hold on the entire route, this hand jammy thing. And next we have the coolest hold that I have held in quite a while. So right here, as you can see, there's a little bit of a crimp ledge right there. So your fingers are gonna go right there. And then you're gonna cam your hand against this block right here, a little bit mobile. So you're gonna cam it, and as you cam it, you're gonna, I go for a thumb press, so the thumb actually presses up. I'm not actually pinching it. So as I thumb press up and I drag my fingers downwards on this crimp, this right here creates unbelievable tension within the hand, and it makes it really, really good hold. Again, super cool hold. And then you're gonna do a heel toe cam with your left foot right here. Right foot goes down here. And then by cranking harder than you ever thought possible off of the heel toe cam, you're gonna hook your left hand all the way up here to this sloper hold with a tiny crimp in it, which is pretty good hold, honestly. Right here is the sloper. That's pretty good, and you get about 3 fingers on it. And then I like to take my right hand, go to this tiny crimp. The crimp right here, that's pretty good. You get about 3 fingers in it, not that big. And then bump the right hand up to the jug. Once you come all the way up here to the finishing jugs, right here, you're pretty much done. As you can see, it's really good. And right above that's also a really good hold right there. And then from there, you just do a burly top out.
Yes! Fuck! I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just excited. Yeah. Well.
So I just sent my Boulder problem right there, which makes me quite ecstatic and adequate today. By the way, I am semi on top of a mountain, and there goes the lake behind me in the background that you could hopefully see. Okay, so I'm gonna take a shower now, and I feel really dumb because I'm fully naked, except for my flip-flops. So I feel like this is a really dumb scenario. Let's test out the water. It's cold. So fun fact, when I started preparing for this car camping, I actually started taking exclusively cold showers in case I'm in a situation where I only have cold water available to me. So right now this water actually feels kind of warm. Of course, after the shower, you gotta give yourself the other hand. Too much power. I feel like I should give you guys a quick tour of my current home. I basically essentially just completely wiped out the front seat so that I could fit 2 crash pads inside. So as you can obviously see, the passenger seat is completely wiped out, and I have elected to place all my water bottles and stuff at the front of my car. The back of my seat is also a little bit special just because if I remove the crash pads, you will very quickly see. You will notice there is no back seat rest thing because I also took it out to make more space. And therefore one of my possible sleeping position is I could tuck my feet all the way in here through the trunk, and I could lay down and sleep like this. So I am just a tad bit famished, so let me show you my setup right now. So right now I'm straight up chilling in my chair, right? And as I pan to the left, you see the chips, you see some water, here's some chicken. Right here's my laptop, which I'm about to watch some Ranking and Kings on. And I keep panning it. Here's some bread. Man, do I love me some bread. And then here's some Pop-Tarts. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat all of it at once, but I will eat a good amount. Easy work. One of the best thing about Devil's Lake is the talus fields. In case you don't know what a talus field is, it's these big rocks that are scattered nigh on everywhere, and then you walk upon them, and that's called scrambling, which is a total banger. So in case you're like, oh no, there's nowhere to go, well, you just backtrack a little bit. Turns out that there is somewhere to go. In fact, there's always somewhere to go. Huh. As long as you know where to look, which is basically any direction. Well, so I ended up finding the boulders that I'm gonna climb tomorrow. At least I think I'm gonna climb them, depending on how good my skin is. But at the moment, my skin is absolutely atrocious. But at least I know where my boulders are now. Right now, I got my laptop up and active, watching some videos. I'm charging my stuff using my power bank, power station. Everything's charging up at night. As you can see, I got my all 4 pads in the front right now, and that blocks out the light of the front window right there. I got my blockers there, blocker here, and my big front blocker there. I unfortunately don't have one here yet, but I'll probably get one in the future. And oh my God, the light is so bright, and I'm straight up chilling in my nice little corner. And when I want to go to sleep, I got all my pillows, and I got no pillows actually. I just got a bunch of blankets that I fold into pillow shape. And I got my laptop again right there. I brought my book for bouldering if I want to look at. Not only that, I brought my actual books for, you know, reading if I feel like doing some reading. And oh God, that's bright as shit. And as far as I'm concerned, it's gonna be a nice, simple day. Go to sleep, wake up, and kind of repeat. And again, I'm just starting this. I'm trying to test it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, partner. Also, I forgot to mention one thing. For protection, I have a hammer. Now, why do I have a hammer and not a knife or a gun? Well, you see, if I get caught with a hammer, officer, 'tis but the hammer, mate. Or, no matter how I swing this, I can't imagine hurting myself while firing it off at the enemies. And it's just something nice that I could reach and hold in the dark of my sleep when I hear random noises at night. That does bring me a sense of comfort that I realized my first night alone. I was like, I need a weapon, but a weapon that's safe and bludgeony, and I can't hurt myself while using it like a knife. I might accidentally cut myself, so instead, I went and purchased myself a hammer. Very inconspicuous, if you ask me.